In this screencast, we will go over how to submit an assignment to a faculty member for assessment. In this view, we are looking at Mary Smith's ePortfolio, and she's enrolled in her first course in the Technology and Education program. Mary's clicked on her eComp 5100 course name, and it has revealed that there are actually 2 key assignments due for the course. Mary's getting ready to submit her first assignment, which is her lesson plan. When she arrives at the lesson plan screen, she notes that there are some directions here at the top. You should ask your faculty member for the complete details of what's expected from the assignment. This should be part of your syllabus or other course materials that are given during the term of the course. Every time you go to submit a key assignment in your table of contents, you're also given a Quick Start Guide link. So if you ever forget any of these steps, be sure to download the Quick Start Guide or consult the ePortfolio Orientation course for more information. To get started with your submission, click the Edit button. You immediately are brought to the Edit screen. As you scroll down the page, you have a few options. The first option is Content. This is information you can cut and paste from another document, or you can type in on the screen. In this case, I'm going to leave a note saying, attached is my You can put the full body of your assignment here, but if you have particular formatting, tables, indents, and spacing, a lot of this will be preserved if you use the paste from Word function, but some may not. So especially if you're wanting to preserve everything as is, or in the case of an APA style paper, you need to preserve your formatting specifically because that is part of the requirements of the assignment, we recommend that if you do cut and paste your assignment into this text box, that you always attach it as an attachment file, which is also known as an artifact. I'm scrolling down the page and I'm revealing my artifact library. As you create more artifacts in the system, you will have then a running list of everything you've ever saved or submitted on other pages, or you can go to your artifact library to organize further. In this case, I have a few things to choose from, so I'm just going to choose a document and move it over. If I don't have anything on my list already preserved, I can already browse and look for a file on my desktop to include as well. When I upload it, it also adds it to my master artifact library list. Once I've added my artifact and I'm satisfied with what's in my text box editor, I will click Save. Now you'll notice something different on this page. This information is still available. If I scroll down, you'll see my attached as my lesson plan assignment, and here's the PDF that I added at the end that someone can click on. But what is different is now I have a Submit Page button. Submit Page is what you need to use in order to get your assessment to your faculty member. You can always tell if the Submit Page button is going to appear if you're on a page that also has this little box called an assessment instrument. When you click on a page in your table of contents and you see a little square, I call it a rubric's cube, then you know that there's an assessment instrument or your rubric is attached to this, and so when you submit and edit this page, you'll be able to send it to a faculty member. Also, if you're worried about this content, the lesson plan content, showing to your faculty, it will not. Click the Preview button in order to see how your page will view to your faculty or to any other people that you choose to share it with. Click Edit to toggle back into the edit mode. When it comes to adding your key assignments, everything is already laid out for you. You don't need to worry about adding content, importing content from here, or adding a page or renaming a page. These tools exist if you ever were to choose to create your own personal portfolio for professional use, and you can do that in the system. But for your required program assessment portfolio, you'll simply be using the Assigned Table of Contents content. You'll be editing directly from the page using the Edit button, and then you'll be submitting the page once your content is added. So now I'm going to click Submit. Once I click Submit, I come to a page where I'm asked to enter my faculty member's name. In this case, as I start typing, my faculty member, it'll start to go through the list of faculty in the system, and present you with a short list of faculty. Select the right faculty member and then click the Submit button. Your faculty member receives an email. Notice that there's an assignment ready for her to submit and to assess. And then once your faculty has assessed your work, you can click the results by clicking on the My Results page and then looking at the content that you've submitted and expanding the view to see how you've done and any comments your faculty member has sent to you. So to recap, to edit your portfolio and to continue to add content, always work from the My Portfolios view. Select the portfolio you're looking to edit. From the Actions menu, select Edit, and then continue your work. When I click on 5100, my first course, I'm presented with my first two key assignments. My APA style paper, which I've already added content for, so I see a submit page, and my lesson plan. As you go through the program of study, you'll notice some of your courses only require one key assignment. If that is the case, you will not have assignments that appear underneath. You will see the instruction prompt immediately to the right. Only courses with more than one assignment will have the submenu. This concludes the overview. Please let us know if you have any questions. You can always email map@leslie.edu directly. The MAP email is supported by 2 graduate assistants who are also School of Education students and reply directly to students on issues on how to use the portfolio and any questions they have. The email address is checked regularly, usually twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. Thank you.